You have the new Frederick Paul. Is that from the spring collection?
Hell yeah. I got 2 Freddies.
Oh, you too? Wow.
Did you get 3?
Your boyfriend must love you.
When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. Cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell.
And we're live.
I don't think we're actually live, but
We are live.
okay, we're live here.
I don't think so.
This loft is live.
This is a live loft. All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is Unpopularity Contest. This time, instead of Seth, we traded Seth for Dan. Not really. Dan was just not here last time, and Seth couldn't make it. So, yeah, we're gonna we appreciate all you guys that subscribed the first one and viewed the first one. We're over 700 views on the first one. That was shocking to us. I think almost 130 subscribers. That was ridiculous to me.
Yeah,
Cool with that.
definitely.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. We are back. If this is your first time watching, we're pretty much going to talk about whatever we want. Honestly, all of us met because of cars. So cars will probably be something we talk about a lot. It'll be in probably every episode, some way or another. Because you guys liked it when we talked about car stuff last time. We're going to go and jump into. Witty had a topic you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Oh, we're going to talk about our first cars. I was a little reluctant to bring this topic up because of my first car.
Why is that? Let's hear it, bud.
Let me try to make this not sound super gay. I had a red V6 Mustang with a black stripe that had Billabong sticker on the front windshield and 2 DC stickers on the side windows, and I drifted all over the city.
You're like a Thrasher kid.
What was it? A manual or an automatic?
An automatic.
Go ahead, say it louder so the people in the back can hear it.
It was an automatic.
That's gross.
You had an automatic V6. Was it convertible?
Hell no, I wasn't sucking dick. I was just, thinking about it, I guess.
Oh my god.
Because
Jesus.
That's fair, I guess. And you got that was when you turned 16. That was the car you got. What year?
Yeah.
What year was it?
no, 3 or 4. I'd saved up just as much as I could, and got that.
I guess if that's what that's what dreams are made of, right? 16, you get freedom, you get a car, and V6 Mustang with an auto with stickers.
Did you get in trouble with it?
Don't you really?
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I got in trouble with it.
How'd you get in trouble? What'd you do?
Well, the first day I had it, I was racing down the highway after golf practice, and I got a racing on the highway ticket and a 91 and a 55.
Jesus.
The first day you had it?
Yeah, and funny story, actually, the ticket ended up not getting, there's a kid in my business class, and I overheard him like the next day or two talking about, my dad pulled over this guy and he gave him the wrong speed and gave the other dude his speed. And I was like, this is weird. Tell me more. And he keeps elaborating, and I was like, good to know. Called up the court. I was like, hey, the officers were discussing my case, and they messed up my speed, and they didn't show up, and they dropped my stuff.
Wow, you're lucky. You're a lucky kid, right?
Yeah, no, I was upset. I had to go to court and shit. Like I was like one day into 16 and I was going to court. Like I was freaking out.
And Witty has still not been to prison. I don't know how that's possible. But
Jesus.
Okay, so your first car was a V6 automatic Mustang.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Tire shredder.
Please don't do that.
Shred it, bro.
Kill all tires.
I went through
Hashtag
like
kill all tires.
4 sets of tires in a year. And then I got an all-wheel drive Passat. So
Sick.
much better choice.
Okay, so my first car, I guess, it wasn't really my first car. It was just like the car nobody used. And it was like I was 16 when I wanted to drive someplace like school or like I didn't have any other vehicle to take. We kind of shared cars, honestly, but my first actually kind of car, I guess you could say, was a 1984 Econoline van, conversion van. It had a little pop top to it. Had a TV that was about, I think it was probably a 9-inch screen, but it was probably about 14 inches deep. We're talking tube TV.
Yeah.
You could put all the bench seats down and it would create like a 9-foot bed. I know what you're thinking, boys.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
Was it comfy?
Did it get utilized
Let me tell
properly?
you. Let me tell you this for free. Okay, I'll tell you this. Girls don't like vans.
Oh, poor guy.
So, I that lasted for about a year. Then when I was 17, I bought myself a 2001 Ford Ranger, the 4-liter V6 four-wheel drive. It was step side, green with the nice tan interior.
Oh wow.
Very premium vehicle.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
Do you ever get any tickets in your van, like, selling candy to kids or anything like
Giving
that?
out free candy.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I was more like just trying to keep it on the road. When it got windy, that thing was a kite.
Oh.
Like a freaking kite. Like it would just, all the wind, and the body roll was there, and it was
Sketch.
that was. If you're ever gonna have a first vehicle, that would be it right there.
Oh.
I learned how to back up like extremely large vehicles because it was so big. That's how I learned right there, and I learned how to pull trailers with it, and it was just a great vehicle. We used it for when we just got out of high school. I used it for tailgating at the College World Series. That was the vehicle we went and parked and saved our spot at Rosenblatt Stadium and shit.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we used it for. But yeah, that was my first car. Not very exciting and not fast. Nothing. Not new. Not. It wasn't a lot of things, but it did get me places.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. That's all it needs to be.
My first car was a 1998 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. I had no idea what this thing was. I originally wanted a Legacy. So one day I picked up a Thrifty Nickel. It's like a little newspaper with ads in it, and I saw this Impreza for sale. I was like, sure, why not? I called the guy, had him come over, and I didn't know.
He came to you?
Yes. He came to me, full service.
And he very much obviously did not want to have this vehicle anymore since he was delivering the vehicle for a test drive.
Dude, I guess. So he pulls up my driveway, and I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, damn. I'm 16. I see all these hood scoops, and I'm like,
You were hooked. You were done
I
right
was like,
there.
hell yeah, where's my vape, bro?
Jesus.
And so I bought it, and that was my first car.
That's probably cooler than both of ours.
Definitely. That's definitely way cooler than a 1984 Econoline or a V6 automatic Mustang.
I don't hate on vans; they're pretty cool.
No, vans can be cool. Mine just wasn't at all.
Mustangs just aren't cool.
Stop.
I don't know.
A V6 automatic Mustang.
Oh, well, no, never. But I mean, like,
You were trying to justify it.
not mine. I was trying to justify like a bigger package, and I was like, that's not even a good comparison.
package.
Like a GT350, which isn't, it's a fucking Shelby, so yeah, doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
I would drive a GT350 though.
Those are actually, I
They sound
honestly,
great.
they're the flat plane crank, just like Ferraris and shit.
Oh.
It's I like them a lot. The way they look, they can make power. The only thing about any kind of Mustang, it doesn't matter what it is. Any of the newer Mustangs,
Loud.
any S550s. The only way to make them sound good is put turbos on them because the turbos eat the dog shit noise that comes out of the back of it. Like the exhaust on any S550, pretty much any modern Mustang,
Well,
it's
there's
just terrible.
Rasp.
Yeah, there's a mode in there on their computer where they can like add the sound or make it louder, and it makes it raspier. There's like an actual mode to
that's
make
great,
it louder.
but even when they put on aftermarket exhaust, it's supposed to make it sound better.
No, it never does.
Ford Mustangs sound like dog shit. I don't know what it sounds like being inside of one. Like maybe it might sound good to the guy
Doesn't matter.
driving.
It sounds terrible
But
outside.
I'm gonna let you guys know. You guys make people's ears bleed like all the time. Like seriously,
Same
when
with
I can
Hondas.
hear you miss your gear a half mile away, can you please not just stop with the Mustang stuff?
Yeah.
It's
That
just bad.
sounds terrible.
Okay, so the past couple weeks, we're gonna move on to some current events, some local stuff that's actually happened to us. It's kind of a tragedy, honestly.
Yeah, it's not getting much coverage either.
It is.
Not as much from the national news and
Well,
like the release programs.
We'll go ahead and talk about it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So within the past couple weeks, Witty and I were out of town for work, and last couple weeks we had the day after we left, we got like 10 inches of snow.
Yeah.
And then it rained, like not very long after that, a lot of rain, which means all the snow melted and all the rain went down the drains and all that at one time, and it completely overtook the system and everything flooded. Off at Air Force Base, like the east side of it.
I think 60% of it is underwater.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
Fremont, Nebraska is very much a lot of it's underwater. Our local racetrack, I-29 Dragway, and RPM Raceway Park of the Midlands, completely underwater. Like you can see the tower and maybe the top of the stands.
That's it.
That's it.
And the reason most of this is flooded is because it's areas next to the river.
Yeah.
Like some areas are unaffected, but the areas around the river, the width of it, I mean, I think they did like a before and after Google map thing, and it looks like it's probably
from
10
NASA.
times the width. NASA.
Yeah, they had a satellite picture from the same month, and then they took the after picture like on Friday, and the rivers went from really teeny tiny veins to like big old
Thick.
monsters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like arteries now, and
Oh,
it's
they're bad.
it's flooding a lot. Like I heard about some guy actually commented on one of my posts when I talked about the track. Some guy said that his uncle or something like that lost 300 head of cattle to due to drowning.
That's what I've
Like
been
they left,
hearing
like they
about.
left, but they can't do anything about the cow. So the cow, like 300 head of cow, drowned.
That's
They
what
can't do anything about it.
And everyone's been talking about how the meat prices are going to be going up. Like, so your favorite tasty burger may be a little more expensive now.
And water is becoming a problem. Like you'd think like, oh, you know, they have more water, but it's contaminating.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's getting things wet and it's putting things underwater that shouldn't be.
Yep.
And it's contaminating the water sources that we have for drinking water. So pretty soon here, we're only going to be able to drink bottled water.
Do you guys get your water from the aquifer like Lincoln does? Because ours won't get affected because it's coming from the aquifer. Lincoln put out like a big notice from the
I
city.
honestly don't know when it comes to Papillion. I know Papillion's water is a little different from Omaha, so I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure. But either way, like a bunch of people are going to be out of, like, can't use water.
No, I know. Yeah, Lincoln sent out a thing and it was telling us how that for like commercial, you needed to cut your water usage down by 50% or down to 50% or something like that, and then residential had to cut it like 25%.
Yeah.
Because they're just trying to reserve it. I mean, they said as of now nothing's contaminated here because we get it from the aquifer, but yeah, man, there's a lot of. And then what was there, like a nuclear plant at risk? Because it was
Yeah.
Fort Calhoun, is that the one?
It's up there. It was close, but
Okay.
it's still operational.
okay. That's,
Yeah, like if it got a lot worse, like let's say North and South Dakota have not melted yet. If they melted out of nowhere and a bunch of rain came down the river, it could be a problem.
Bad news bears.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be a problem.
Damn.
But talking about that. Like I said, the racetrack's underwater. A lot of the surrounding areas are underwater right now, and we're doing a benefit this Friday. If anybody's watching, let me check the dates. On the 22nd, it's at
5:30. So we had like a really like late winter. I feel like
it felt like that. Like it lingered for a while, right?
Like,
and
it was just cold.
It took a while for us to actually get precipitation out of it. We just got cold for a while.
But then we
and
got dumped on hard.
February was a shit show for us here.
Yeah.
There was probably 8 inches of snow on the ground for a month.
Oh, yeah, easy,
for
easy.
I didn't want to exaggerate. I tend to do that way too often.
It kept stacking up. Like it would snow, melt a little bit, snow a little more. It just kept stacking up.
Yeah. That shit wrecked our streets like bad.
I don't even want to talk. Like dude. We were gone for like 2 weeks, and after when we were gone for our work trip, everything melted.
Oh, yep.
So when we get back, you know, we saw videos and stuff of how bad the streets were. But when I got back, I was like, you know, I kind of want to throw the Rari wheels back on the all road and drive it around. And I was like, maybe I'll just drive around Omaha. I just drove around Papillion, just my town of Papillion.
Yeah.
Not very big. And I thought I was driving through like a minefield, and I was just like, I was trying to dodge all the stuff. I was like, my summer wheels are not going on my car for at least a month and a half.
Right. You literally hit a big pothole and you end up in the other county when you get out.
Legit. And the mayor of Omaha actually said they're going to pay claims that for people that broke stuff like on their cars, like bent wheels, broken suspension, stuff like that, from January 1st to present.
No, to the 18th.
To March 18th?
All right, the 18th or the 15th was like the last day you could claim something.
For March?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's January 1st to March 18th or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But if you damaged your car at all because you hit a pothole in that time,
Yeah.
you can turn your claim into Omaha and they'll pay you.
Dang.
That's how bad the streets are.
Oh yeah, no, they're like
Seriously.
some car swallowers out here. I'm driving down the road, and you do not want to follow people too closely because
Yeah,
they'll
you
hit it,
can't
and you
see
don't
it.
have time.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'll be driving down, and I'll have like, there's a couple of them where I like have to damn near stop because it's like,
Yeah.
if I go this way, there's a curve. If this way, there's a car. But this hole is too big. Like
You have to.
like
slow
my
down.
tire would go in, and my car would bottom out. Like it would just not high centered. It'd be fucked.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know if Lincoln's doing a program like that, but
Who knows?
I'm like I'm avoiding driving.
There's some seriously bad ones in Omaha. Like you gotta slow down if you're at stock height in a truck. You slow down to like 2 miles an hour to go over these things. It's terrible. And I was out today. There was a team out in Papillion getting one of the roads, like just patching the holes.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, you're gonna have to like rip up this entire road. Just throwing asphalt in the hole is only gonna last so long.
It literally lasts a day.
And then you hit it, and it's coming up in chunks and gravel.
Yeah, so
and-
it's going to last a day or two, and then you're going to have another pothole. Then they got to come back
Just
and
wasting money on
they're just trying to
asphalt.
do. They're just trying to like do it temporary, so people don't complain about it as much. It's like you're gonna have to keep doing this until they get time to dig up that part of the road, like cut it out and re-pour
And
it.
they do it so poorly too. You drive by and watch these guys; they're like sloppily shoveling in shit and like.
Well, you got to think
down,
how many of
it's-
them are they trying to do? Their boss probably said, "I need all these done in a week," and so they're just trying to get them done.
Yeah, but still, if you take like the extra 30 seconds to do it properly, then maybe it'll last a little longer.
Well, I've never done it, so I have no
Right.
idea how to do it. So they might be doing it well.
I watched
don't know.
them shovel it into a hole and smash it with a shovel. It cannot be that difficult.
Okay, well, they're just trying to get by. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
they're
yeah,
gonna
I know,
have-
that's
they're-
the problem.
They're gonna have to. Well, even if they do it nicely, it's still gonna come up when people drive on it.
Right.
So
they're gonna have to repair it when it's like.
They're gonna have
dry
to
out.
permanently repair this shit.
Okay, I know.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking RIP to these cars.
Yeah. Oh, did you see? There's a post about in I think was it Benson? There's like on the side of the street. There's like a graveyard for people's hubcaps that fell off.
Oh my god. Is there like one specific pothole that's really bad in Benson or something?
Yeah, there's a whole sidewalk and it's all hubcaps
Jesus.
from people's like wheels hitting the pothole.
R.I.P.
You guys know where there's not potholes? Texas. And that's where we just got back
That's
from.
where we were for the past 2 weeks.
And
Texas has beautiful roads.
beautiful roads. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably do like 180, 200 for miles and miles with, all your friends and shit. If you wanted to.
If you want it to.
If you wanted to. I mean, the roads were just straight.
Yeah, shout out to
Flat.
Texas. Shout out to Texas DOT for
Yeah.
making sure those things stay minty fresh.
Hell yeah.
We were down there for work. A lot of you guys, if you're car guys, which a lot of you guys probably are, I don't know why you would follow us anyway. It was for TX2K.
Yeah.
But then each night, we'd go out to Mexico because it's close to Texas.
It's very close.
So we'd just beat the track from like 8 a.m. to, 10. And then we'd go on vacation to Mexico all night till the sun rises and do it all over again. We did it for like 4 or 5 days and ended up with
I
probably
wouldn't
like,
call what we did a vacation. We were working.
we were in Mexico. That sounds
We
like
were in
vacation
Mexico.
to me.
We were working in Mexico, and it was cool.
What was your favorite ride you got into? Or your favorite office or whatever?
My favorite office for the night in Mexico.
Yeah.
There was I was in a stick shift Mustang, a Coyote Mustang.
The LOL or whatever?
No, different one, because we didn't get many races in that one, in the limited performance one. Limitless performance.
Were you in the GT500?
No.
Did the belt
It's a
go off?
white Coyote car it was built by H Tech out of San Antonio, and it was a single turbo. It made a little over 1,000 at like 24 pounds.
Oh, okay.
And then we kept going to 31 pounds because the air was so good.
Jeez.
So, and that was on a Mustang. Made a little over 1,000, like 1,050, something like that, on a Mustang dyno. Which, if anybody knows, if you guys are car guys, Mustang dynos read hella low. So on a dyno jet, probably would have read in the 1150 range. And then on top of that, it was boosting 6 pounds more. So we were definitely well over 1,200. It was a stick car, by the way.
Those are always way more
Dramatic.
impressive. Yeah.
We raced I I think it was like 1,000, maybe it was a little more than 1,000 horsepower GTR R35.
The red one?
I don't remember. No, it wasn't.
There's
It
probably
wasn't
a
red.
lot of them.
There was a gray one. We raced him, and we pulled him. And I was like, in a stick car. I was like, "How much power are you making?" He's like, "I made over 1,000." But we're like, our boost was higher, or whatever, and it was on a Mustang. I was like,
Probably more towards a 1,200 than.
I
right?
was like, this thing is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
If you're dragging 1,000 horsepower GTR with a stick car, you're making some power. Right?
Yeah.
And we were pushing some steam. Literally, it kept eating water. But
Oh yeah, it looked like a little steam engine every time
every time he started
it
up,
was just like
water
steaming.
would just come out of the exhaust. And he's like, "We're good." I was like, "What?"
All right, bro.
Well, it was the owner of H-Tech that I went out with,
Oh,
and he.
so that's good.
And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "If I blow it," he's like, "Yeah, I hit like 9,300 the other day, like RPM, on accident."
Jesus.
So, and he's ever since then I've had a little tick in the motor. So he's like, "It could blow up anytime, but I built the motor. So if I blow it up again, I'll just build another one."
Legit.
One of my rides was also the builder and tuner and all that stuff. So we were rolling around, and I was in a, I think the Lightning was 900 horsepower. It was a Ford Lightning. It was white. It's pretty cool. And the dude who was driving it was like part of Mike Murillo's team and does, I think, video or engines. He has something for him, but I forget. But we were mobbing around, and the very first night we went out, we only got like 1 or 2 races in because it started cutting out super bad, like just popping. And he sent me a picture the next day of the spark plugs, and they were just trash. Like they were getting way overheated. And so then he replaced those and fixed it. And then the next night something happened, or if like the boost line would come off, we'd just pull over, and he'd like hop in, get into the engine bay, and like pop some shit, and just like knew exactly what to do. We'd shut it, and we'd get in before the end of the pack, and then we'd just race everyone at the end. But it was a pretty fun car. We were mobbing around. I think my best race with that one was this was like the most memorable, at least. There was us in the White Lightning in the left lane, and then it was 4 total cars, and the other 3 were American flag color Corvettes. So I mean, like, it couldn't get much better.
Lit.
And we did like a 170 pull, and they all 3 beat us. We were
Nice.
good with them for a while. Like we were door to door for a good couple seconds, like 3 or 4 seconds, and those things just started pulling. I think it was just maybe a tuning issue that we fell on our face during one of the gears, but it was badass.
So one of the cars that I rode in that was probably the most memorable thing that I rode in all weekend was just because of a situational thing. I hopped in a C6 Z06 with a Pro Charger. I could be wrong. It was a supercharger of some kind. It might have been A&A, or I can't remember. But it was supercharged, and I was making about 860. And we raced a bunch of people, blah, blah, blah. We had a good time. And then we raced a whole mess of people. Then we were about 4 minutes from the spot, the next meetup spot, and we're just cruising at like 80. We're in just a pack of regular cars, and we're just cruising. All of us are cruising because we're so close. Out of nowhere, in my periph, right? So we pull up, we kind of pull past it was a silver Chrysler Sebring, something like that. And we're just cruising, and all of a sudden in my periph, the silver car gets a lot bigger. I'm like, what the I kind of look over. He's right here, and then he just hits us.
What?
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Don't you have the video?
Fuck.
Yeah, I do. I videoed it. But
Yeah.
we're getting footage. But dead serious. And then I look over, it didn't even affect the guy. Like the guy driving the Sebring. It was Saturday, so he's probably out for St. Patty's or some shit like that. It was
right.
late in the morning, or it was late at night. He's probably on his way home. Like, he was getting really close, and when I watched the footage from behind us, the guy was cruising with us and had a camera on his car, blah, 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 and he got really good footage of it. But comes over, and it's like when he got this close, he realized how close he was, and he went to go correct, and he corrected the wrong way, and right into our rear quarter / wheel and tire. Wheel and tire, I think, took the biggest hit.
Could have spun you out. That would have been bad.
Seriously, if he would have corrected any harder, he would have.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
So a pit maneuver.
what the hell? I was like, I've ridden in a lot of cars. You would think, like, riding in a lot of cars, and then, like, after a race, you slam on your brakes. Maybe you don't stop at the time you rear end somebody, or somebody rear ends you. That's another racer or something. Like, no, that's never happened to me before in my life.
Yeah.
This dude, not even part of the racing pack, just probably some drunk asshole, driving down the fucking road. Just comes over, just drifts over, and just like it seriously looks like he just wasn't paying attention. Just drifts over, realized what he's doing, and corrected into us.
Yeah.
And like the guy I was riding with wasn't even affected by it. I was like, did that really just fucking happen? And he's like, yeah, I didn't worry. It's a race car. We're good. I was like, how are you so cool about this? He's like, I got a body shop. So, and like the damage to the car, we just got a scuff. And the wheel and tire took a good hit, but still, it just looked like it took the silver paint off the car.
Yeah.
And he wasn't worried about it. He's like, now, if that would have been my Lambo, different story.
Oh, yeah.
But we were just in his Vet, which is just his fun street car.
So you were in a car that could have broken, the mechanic was going to fix it, and then you were in a car that got hit, and he had a body shop. A lot of resourceful rides.
Yeah, I guess. I got some MacGyvers. I had to ride with some MacGyvers, I guess.
I actually forgot about a story in my Ford Lightning. We pulled over to help out somebody on the side of the road, like one of the Mustangs that blew a belt. And there was like 4 of us on the side of the road. And we're standing there at the back of the car, like checking stuff out. And we see this like kind of older Dodge pickup fly in, and like he turns this blue strobe on inside the cab. And first I was like, oh man, he must be like raving out or something. And then he like pulls over kind of aggressively in front of all of us, gets out in like this reflective vest with his flashlight, walking all like super aggressively. And I'm like, oh shit, something's about to happen. He's like, oh, you're right here. You're staying right there. None of you are moving. Boys are coming. I got him on the way. We're like, what? This motherfucker's like, I don't know if he's an undercover, if he thought he was like a vigilante or something, but he's all like saying cops are coming. I peace out. I was like, nope. I fucking start walking down as he's yelling at everybody, and I get into the Ford Lightning, and then my driver comes up and gets in. He's like, yes, we're peacing out. And so we like floor it out of there with one other guy, and the dudes that were staying there, they're still on the side of the road, called us. They're like, yo, he just ran off yelling, I'm going to get him. And he's coming after you now. So he's chasing us down the road. And we're like, he's in some pile of shit Dodge. We're in a 900 horsepower Lightning. So, I mean, we're busting down the road, but he's flooring it because, I mean, his lights aren't disappearing. And so then we like turn our lights off, get off on an exit, take a turn, and then keep going to evade him. And then I was actually just on my Instagram, and the dude I was riding with commented, he's like, yo, you were down as fuck for running from that big ass motherfucker or something like that. I was like, yeah, I ain't going to jail. So that was pretty fucking wild.
What if he would have like shot your tires out, man? That's sketchy.
I don't think it was a cop. From what I heard
There's
that story,
no
and I heard it from
way.
everybody else. They were like, it seemed like it might have been like an off-duty like EMS guy or something like that.
He was like a vigilante of some kind. I mean, he's in his reflective vest and had like
in like
strobes.
a '98 Dodge Ram, thinking he's gonna run you guys down. And he said to everybody else when he left, he's like, I'm gonna get him, and you guys stay here. Cops are on the way. Obviously. If you drive away, nobody's gonna stay there.
Fuck no.
What are you serious?
Oh man, and and then where he's like, y'all going to Hobby Lobby because it's already flooded with the boys or something like that. And
I was in the lot.
I text Fred. I was like, yo, you guys flooded with the cops? He's like,
nah. I look around, nah, and then like 10 minutes later, one pulls in. This like young guy, right out the academy. He's a really nice guy. He's like, all right, I'm not saying it's you guys. I'm not saying it's not. But like we got some reports of some street racing up and down this highway here, and this is where they're meeting at. So I'm not saying it's you guys because I'm not the kind of person that would accuse a large group of people of doing that. But if any of you guys know who's doing that, I'm here. So if you want to drop some names, they're just like, I didn't think it was serious. Then like some random Dodge Challenger was like leaving the parking lot, like. At the time, we're like, oh, that guy's the one racing. Go get him. That's what none of us are doing. This is just a car meet in a random parking lot way north in this part of Mexico. So yeah. Anyway, TXK was fun.
yeah, great time.
We get about 4 hours sleep a night, but it's after it's all done.
Roughly.
After the last car goes down the track at TXK, it's just like yes. Thank you.
Bedgasm.
And then we come home, and it's like it takes 2 days to get home, and then it's again
Bedgasm.
Get into your own bed. You're like, this is awesome.
I wish I was sleeping right now. I had to wake up this morning at 8 to go take
what
my
for?
to take my dog to the vet for a checkup.
Well, that's your own fault. You booked it, right?
Well, she needed to go. Then $280 later, I got home.
Yeah, vets are not cheap.
No.
Not cheap at all.
Apparently, she needed a few things.
Like some vaccinate.
Bordellas and
Do you vaccinate your dog?
yeah, I get everything it's supposed to get.
It's good.
And like in
It's
a,
good.
yeah, I'm not.
Get rid of preventable diseases.
I'm not delusional.
Smart. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to go there, but I'm glad that you.
Maybe in another podcast.
Yeah, maybe I'm glad that you vaccinate your dog though, because your dog's really important, right? You don't want to die of a disease that's
I don't want it
preventable.
to die. No,
That
I
you
don't
don't
want
want
it to get other dogs sick and kill them either.
Very smart.
I don't
Very smart
want-
to do with your dog.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You had something you want to talk about?
Yeah. So, like, speaking of, like, the law, like, you guys almost getting in trouble by Paul Blart
I don't know what you're talking about.
in Mexico. I heard in Mexico, or not Mexico, I heard in Missouri that they're trying to propose some bill that restricts the federal government from, you know, stopping you from doing certain things with firearms.
It's restricting all federal laws against firearms.
Like what do you mean? Give us an example.
So, like, I mean, you're still not going to be able to get a firearm or any type of weapon if you're
like without
you know,
a background check.
Right.
But you don't need a
Sure.
stamp to get like
Right.
a silencer or a fully automatic
Yeah.
weapon.
Is that what they're doing? Is that what
It's
it
a
is?
proposed bill.
So it's not passed yet.
Nobody
but-
knows if it's going to pass.
Hang on. So this is for any kind of like anything that needs a stamp. You don't
Right.
have
So,
to
like a machine gun, a suppressor, short-barreled rifle, short-barrel shotgun, any other weapon.
You just have to go through a background check.
Right. You can get it same day because right now.
Same day, fully automatic weapon.
I
Wait,
mean,
does this mean new fully automatic weapons, or does it still go with the 1986
I
bill
mean,
of the
I
ban?
love guns, but that sounds a little maybe
I don't know if they can do the 19. I don't know if they can bypass the 1986. But I mean, everything else is in there too.
Right.
Like the 1934 bill that makes us pay $200 for a tax stamp for a suppressor.
Yeah.
Or
And you
short
gotta
barrel
wait
rifle.
like a year.
Yeah,
to
it's like
get it.
9 months or something like that.
I'm waiting on 2.
So you're basically saying that you're moving to Missouri.
I mean, if
We
it
should
passes,
all get a nice little piece of land right on the border. Cause it's only
big piece of land. We can go shooting everything.
That's what I'm saying. But like, it's only 45 minutes from like Omaha.
Right.
You just go down I-29. Well, I guess you can't go down
That's pretty
I-29
close.
right now.
Well, when it
Because the flooding I-29 is closed, of course. But after they get that figured out, it's like 45 minutes south on I-29, and you're in Missouri.
dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Just go out with a minigun and
some
just
machine gun. Yeah.
with a burping gun.
Oh, yeah, that's
Off an A10 or whatever.
yeah,
Oh yeah, freedom fart.
yeah, it's those guns don't actually.
Seriously, what's-
Everybody says those guns don't shoot; they just burp. Just goes, "Brah," and that was like 1,000 rounds right
Yeah.
there, and it destroys everything.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So you're saying you're moving to Missouri?
Yeah, if it passes, I'll buy some land there. Speaking of like cool things, Fred, you had this little idea.
I had a business venture idea. I'll be honest with you boys, okay? Little business venture idea. You know how Michael Kors,
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton, all those type of things.
yeah.
I kind of have this feeling that if I just use my first and middle name, I could sell so many handbags to so many basic white bitches and make so much money. Now, probably not that many ladies watching, but gentlemen, listen to this one. My first and middle name is Frederick Paul. That just rolls off the tongue.
The new,
When it comes to ladies buying handbags, oh, I got the new Frederick Paul.
The new spring
Hashtag
collection.
FP.
The new spring collection of Frederick Paul. Please. That name is perfect.
You could fit a little dog in there.
I could make all the handbags. I could make
They're called Freddy's. Hey, I got a new Freddy.
the new Frederick Pauls and the slang is Freddy's.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, check out my new Freddy, bitch.
my wheels are worth more than your new Freddy bag.
Can't. How are you gonna market this?
So I had the idea of I'm just going to dress really flamboyantly, and I'm going to talk with my girl or gay voice.
Oh yeah.
And
You're very good at that.
And I just this is the new Frederick Paul collection for summer 2019. I have them come out and just like the logo. Honestly, I had a couple ideas. So just think in your head. So. A backwards F and then a P going off the other side of it.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Pretty
or I could
basic.
just do an F with a P lower on it, just like they do like Louis Vuitton and stuff. Like it's so like there's a formula to selling handbags to basic white bitches, and I figured it out.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about actually doing this. And if you guys think this is a great idea, if you guys think this is a awesome name for a handbag company, and
starting to GoFundMe.
If it sounds, I'm not going to start.
No, I'm just
if
kidding.
it sounds like the most basic bitch like handbag name you've thought of, you could ever think of, let me know in the comments, and I will go ahead and do this.
Invest. You
So
can
fucking
become
basic.
rich. We're gonna have IPOs going next year.
Bruh. Like Frederick Paul handbags.
Yeah.
Frederick Paul clothing.
Yep.
Frederick, like that right there. It's first of all, it sounds high class, right? It sounds like I might be from England.
It's already got a
right?
nickname.
Pinkies up.
Yeah. Then you have the new Frederick Paul. Is that from the spring collection?
Hell yeah. I got 2 Freddies.
Oh, you too? Wow.
Did you get 3?
Your boyfriend must love you. Seriously, like the new Frederick Paul, that just rolls off the tongue. I could make so much money selling handbags to basic white bitches.
Have we looked up if there's already a Frederick Paul online? Because I feel like there's got to be with how good that sounds.
With how good that sounds. Judges checking. I could make shoes. I could make handbags. I could make just jacket, just a regular ass windbreaker.
Paul flip flops.
Freddy flips.
There's a Paul.
Dude, Freddy flips. Freddy slides.
Fred flops.
Fucking can't.
There's paulfrederick.com, but that's just men's
Nah.
suits.
Nah, this is different.
This is all men's fashion. There's a Paul Frederick is the big thing. There's no.
No, here's the thing:
Frederick Paul.
is like chicks go shopping, and all I have to do, really honestly, is get some female celebrities to like rock Frederick Paul for like a year, like hard.
Blake Lively.
All I have to do is that, and all of a sudden, Frederick Paul is in every single Forever 21, every single handbag store. Neiman Marcus.
Bruh, Forever 21 is some low class shit.
Okay, fine. Neiman
You can get like
Marcus.
5
Neiman
t-shirts for like
Marcus.
$10.
Neiman
Okay.
Marcus.
I've never heard of that, so I'll go with that.
Neiman Marcus is like a J.C. Penney's
Yeah.
for like Gucci, Chanel, all that stuff.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like
We'll get in there.
Like the discount clearance rack is a $400,
Last year's
suit
model.
coat. Yeah,
Sick.
I could get on some Neiman Marcus though.
There you go.
The new Frederick Paul dropping in
Frederick
Neiman Marcus
Paul.
near you.
And then like you walk into the Frederick Paul store and it's probably like 800 square feet and there's like 6 things in there for sale. That's how you know it's nice.
but they're all like fucking thousands. Of dollars.
Of course. It's like $30,000 bags, 101.
you
Like,
pick
do you want to have the same purse as someone else?
Boys, if this happens and this gets big, you guys let me know if your girls need a new Frederick Paul bag.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
I'll get custom colors made for them and everything, and they'll be like a one-off bag. You guys will get laid for at least 3 days after that.
I don't have a girl, so.
Well, you
sorry.
can get one, and then I could make men's wallets. I
Or
could do that.
you could just like have one on standby, and then you'll have like a girl come over, and she'll be like, "Is that the new Frederick Paul bag?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, you want it?"
I'll get you a duffel. I'll get you like a duffel to take on trips and stuff.
Bet.
Drop in the Frederick Paul duffel.
You do
Yeah,
whatever.
it'll be good. So
Fucking Frederick Paul.
Frederick Paul.
God damn it, that's a beautiful idea.
I know it's gonna make millions, possibly billions.
Jesus, that's
I'll be hype, man.
optimistic.
I mean, I just believe in the cause, and I believe in the name, and I believe basic white bitches will really get attached to something like
Right
that.
before he said that, I was like, this could be his like opening thing. Like he's out on stage, he's like, we believe in this, we believe in that. See if we like turn that effects on and we got the echoing, we could be like talking to an audience right now.
Yeah, we'll save that for launch day. 2019 when I release my first bag. So
Ooh, this year?
Click that effects button.
don't click the effects
Click
button.
the fucking effects
Don't
button.
click the
I'm gonna
fuck-
click it if you don't click it. Just turn it off.
Just leave it.
See, I don't know what I'm doing, so
You're gonna mess everything up. We believe in. This is so dumb.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. The new Frederick Paul line is launching, and I just think it's an absolute pleasure to have all of you out here.
Now introducing Mr. Frederick Paul.
Thank you. These are my bags. Buy them.
And then I walk off stage, just that basic. They'd be like, oh my God, that was like the most. Can we turn this off?
That was artistic.
It's so innovative. This one?
No, the one next to it.
No, that was it. Yeah, just think about that. Just
I'd buy it just off of that.
these are my bags. Go buy them. And like that's it. But it's like so short but artistic. I'll be wearing like actually I'll stand there looking around at the audience for a solid 65 seconds and not say a single word.
65?
Ooh,
And then after that, just say 3 words, and then they'll be, oh my God, that was so artistic.
do you remember when Kanye came out at that thing and he like walks over all slow, hits one key on the piano, and the place goes fucking insane?
Well, they
Like,
knew
he
what
just goes
song,
over-
they knew what song was coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen that video.
But still, they know that your bags are coming out. You know, like you just
Yeah,
said one
and my
thing.
bags are gonna be legit. So anyway, all right. So I could make like while talking about shoes and stuff, like the Frederick Paul line that's coming out end of 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
The last segment or the last podcast we had, we were talking about weird topic. You weren't here, but you probably watched it. So I was thinking like, how often do people in wheelchairs change out shoes? And I was like, oh, I can hit up our buddy Carrie, and I did. Got the question, or I asked him the question, and he actually took it very seriously because it's like nobody knows, you know. So he gave me a straight up answer. He said my shoes run more miles in the washer than your fat ass does normally. I laughed my ass off. No, but
I love Gary.
Carrie's awesome.
Holy shit.
But I asked him. He said shoes literally will last. I think he said they're like 4 to 5 years.
Damn.
Until he gets sick of them. Basically,
Okay.
he said what really wears him out. I think it's the dryer. The washer is one thing, and also he doesn't wear socks. He's like, there's no need. I'm not gonna. He's like, unless I'm really gonna be like out all day and I want to be really nice to my feet. He's like, there's no point. So.
Letty, come here. Go downstairs. Oh, Letty, baby, so pretty. You want to stay out of the podcast, Letty? This is my dog.
Hi, Letty. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, get Letty out of here. You've met Witty's dog now.
That's Letty.
That's Letty. So he also said his shoes last 4 to 5 years, and then tires. I think he said like 6 months. Let me double check
On the
on
wheelchair?
that. Yeah.
Wow.
I would imagine. I mean, he's literally rolling everywhere. You can't really decide not to go somewhere. Fucking gravel tearing up the tires. If he's ever on the pits. I'm sure the racetracks tear those tires
He
up.
said, okay, so my shoes run more miles in the washer than your lazy ass does. And he said the dryers, being in the dryer is what kills him. So about 4 or 5 years is how long he has shoes for.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he changes them out because he's a stylish guy. So he said a set of tires lasts about 6 months to a year, depending.
All
So
right.
that's, I didn't know that before. So if you need to know now,
Interesting.
he rolls around everywhere he goes, and he's maybe pretty active. So his tires last 6 months to a year, and he gets new shoes every 4 to 5 years because the dryer beats him up bad. So there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, God, I wonder, you think Carrie has an iPhone or an Android? Because, I mean, he's a cool dude.
So-
Like, he has a cool car. Builds guns.
So this is a thing. So I pulled up Carrie's thing right now.
Yeah, is it green or
I
is it
don't.
blue?
Just
Fred,
hang on.
Okay.
please.
Hang on. Just don't get scared.
Okay.
Oh!
Green
I'm
text?
sorry, guys. I don't know what to do.
Carrie.
For shame.
The fuck?
Okay, so obviously, Team iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, we're all pretty sane people here.
So if
I
you're
got
team
vaccinated.
Android, we appreciate your views, but like, please don't comment because we don't like.
I mean, you can,
They
but you
probably
should
won't
probably
show
just go
up.
buy an iPhone like later on.
So, like, I mean, come on, guys. It's 2019. Grow up. Just grow up. You know, get an iPhone. And it's not because of stay with me now, boys. Okay, I was team Android for years.
I mean, so was I.
Years.
But then you saw the light.
And then, like 2 days into having an iPhone, 2 hours into having an iPhone, I was like, what was I doing with my life before now?
yeah.
Yep.
It's ridiculous how much better it is. And guys are like, oh, well, like, it annoys me when Android guys, they're like, oh, we just use Facebook Messenger. I was like, oh, well, we just use Messenger.
The texting.
We use the regular texting app because it works flawlessly every time.
Yeah.
It works on it, like if you have no service but you have Wi-Fi, it works. I literally if I got no service on my phone when I went international, but I had Wi-Fi, I could text all of my friends.
Yeah.
Well, all the friends I care about because they have iPhones.
It's the only ones that matter.
Exactly.
And
Honestly, like when it comes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say having Android kind of just messes up everything. Like they're sending pictures that look like they're from back in time, like
Fucking
from
frickin'
90s.
cam.
Yeah, freaking like it was filmed like we're talking like
Pixelated.
the Bigfoot footage is on a better
Fucking
was
Nessie.
done with a
Yeah.
better camera. Freaking the Loch Ness monster was any video of a Loch Ness monster definitely filmed on an Android. Let's be honest, boys.
You can't even name your group chats. Like no emojis,
Right.
no names.
You can't leave it.
You
You
can't
can't
leave.
leave.
You can't kick people out. Android
That's
people,
dark.
please. Like when we start a group chat, I could start a group chat with these guys. It'll say podcast,
Yep.
which we already have one.
with a little microphone or something, maybe a little music.
Yeah, you know why? Because that's what it says. What's
fucking
that?
creative.
Microphone and stuff. And you can name it. I could kick either of these guys out right now if I wanted to, or I could
true.
bring them back in. I
Please
could add
don't.
more people.
I could leave if I'm tired of their
You
shit.
could leave if you were bored with it. You can mute the conversation. Well, I'm
true.
sure you can
Ooh.
mute conversations in
airdrop,
on
bro.
AirDrop.
Holy
game changer.
That is the number one thing that iPhone has gotten right.
Working for media like we do,
Yeah.
if there's somebody has a clip on their iPhone, first of all, iPhones film in pretty good quality.
Yeah, but you want to
It's
retain that
HD.
quality.
You want to retain that quality. So if they text it to you, you might lose it. Something like that. What you can do with Apple, with iPhones, is you can AirDrop something, which is via Bluetooth. You guys hook up with Bluetooth. You AirDrop it to somebody, and the quality of whatever you're sending, it could be a high-def photo, it could be a video, it doesn't matter. It retains the quality. And then you could literally AirDrop it to your computer and then dump it, put it in a video, and zero quality has been compromised.
And it's super fast. Like, say I just get done editing photos and I want to drop 150 photos to my phone. I just airdrop it, and it takes probably 5 to 10 seconds, and then I have that many photos.
Exactly. You don't have to download them from like individual files and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, with the Android versus iPhone thing, it's a red flag for dating situations, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on.
If I text somebody, if I like get somebody's number and I text them, and the girl I'm talking to right now,
We're blue. We're good.
yeah, like I said, the girl I'm talking to right now, iPhone.
Oh, thank God.
As soon as I saw iPhone, as soon as I saw blue text pop up, I was like, that's one hurdle. Like there's a few hurdles when it comes to dating. That's one of them.
Yeah, you like this one, so it's probably a good thing that she
She's a
has
good
an
girl.
iPhone.
Yeah, she's cool. So I'd like to keep her around a little while. She's pretty neat, and
Pretty neat.
she's pretty neat. So
Pretty nifty.
she's pretty nifty, but she has an iPhone, so that's like
Thank
that's
God.
such
Gee golly.
when when they have an iPhone, it's just like thank God. I literally said that. I was like, when I first text her, I said, hey, and then I saw it was blue. I was like, oh, thank God you have an iPhone. She's like, well, duh, I'm not a peasant. I was like, thank you.
Yep.
Match made in heaven.
Peasants have Androids.
I was looking for a photographer to help me out in Mexico, and I had to make sure before I brought him on that he had an iPhone. I was like, he did, so.
iPhones just work
Worked out.
better together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
People are like, oh, I can customize it and run programs, and I got a terabyte of memory and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I have a fucking computer for that, bro. Like, I don't need,
Yeah.
I don't need all
Plus,
the,
But iPhones just work better together. Like Androids work really great by themselves for whatever they want to do.
really great's probably not the words I
That's
use.
not the that
adequate at best.
They work okay, but then iPhones just work better together
Yeah.
in general. So it's just a no-brainer
They work
to just be team
with your computer
just
too.
be team iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
You get a text, you can answer it from your computer or your phone, or even my watch.
Like I said, yeah, Apple Watch. What up, gang? What up, gang?
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. You just put your wrist
To
down.
watch.
Just put your wrist down.
It's better than Apple Watch.
Just
don't crack under pressure.
Just put your wrist down. So, like I said, boys, I was Team Android for a while.
And then you got better.
Those were the dark days. I will
Yep.
say that. But then it got a lot better. As soon as I got an iPhone, so much better. Life has improved since my iPhone acquisition. So
Drastically.
A handful of years ago.
You look better now, too.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So when we were in bring it to here, Witty is currently editing a photo so we can post it on Instagram here real quick. Speaking of Instagram, this reminds me, there was a Instagram shutdown for it was like 24 hours. Was it like 24 hours?
Dude, yeah.
Something like
Maybe
that.
24 or 36 hours. And I'm sure a lot of you people at home experienced this because apparently it was like different parts of the country that got affected more than others. Where we were, we couldn't post anything.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
I didn't really notice anything.
It was probably we were in the area that was bad and you weren't, but like literally we couldn't load any, you couldn't like anything, you couldn't post anything. Your feed, like the most recent thing in my feed was like 9 hours old.
No messages.
Also,
You go into-
Facebook was apparently messing up. So it's like when
I did see that.
when Mark Zuckerberg has to use the Facebook Twitter account to tell people he's having problems, something's wrong.
Get zucked.
You can't when you can't use your own social media network to tell people that your shit's fucked up, that's a problem. We're going to end every episode until you guys start complaining about it with hypothetical questions. So each of us has a hypothetical question. We're going to go around, see what everybody has for answers and stuff like that. You guys can answer them at home if you want.
Yeah, comment down below with your answers.
Seriously, comment down below for some of your answers and all that good stuff. So
I'll go first.
Dan, you want to go first?
Yeah. What conspiracy theory would you like most to be true?
Most to be true?
Yeah.
Because I believe it to be true? Or
No, like,
Well,
you don't know if it's true in real life, right?
God, there are.
Which one would you pick to be absolutely true?
that where it's like, no, that is
real.
true.
Like 100% real.
That's tough. Witty
My
is,
mind is going crazy.
I'm about to say,
That's
Witty's
why I
a
picked
consp-
it.
Witty's our resident conspiracy theorist. He lets us know no matter what no matter what back page news stories he finds on
Right.
Facebook. Guys, check this out. It was
found it
posted
on Bing.
It was posted on 123newsabc.com.
No.
Did you find out on Bing?
There's a lot of these conspiracies are bad. Like, I don't want them to be.
Okay, well,
True.
what's one where you're like, okay, one that you think like, okay, this one is true. I
It
just
doesn't have
can't
to be
prove
super
it.
specific. It could be like a whole range of things or a specific event. Whatever you want.
It has to be. It doesn't gotta be a specific event. So tell us like one that you would like, the one that you think is true,
Okay.
but you can't just prove it.
Okay, well, I know exactly which one. I want to start out with saying I know a lot of people lost their lives. I know it was fucked up and it was a huge devastation to the country. But 9/11,
You're talking about 9/11.
those buildings came down by detonation. Like, they fell into their footprint. You could see the explosion going off. The beams were cut. There are just countless things pointing to the fact that
I'm not gonna argue with you on this one because I've seen some of the same stuff and I'm just like, there's a lot of evidence. Like
there were like
the one I keep bringing up where nobody actually got hurt. I don't think in this one, Building 7.
yeah, it just came down in its footprint
Building
too.
7 came down in its own footprint. I don't believe anybody was inside of it. Nothing hit it. Nothing had. I think they said
some falling debris.
They said falling burning debris. Oh, that can bring down a building that's supposed to be able to take a plane hit.
Well, the Twin Towers are supposed to take the plane
I
hit,
think
not
all of
building.
those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that tall of a building. Of course, they're building it to take a plane hit, but lower buildings, the building's not gonna go to the ground because a plane hits it.
And they've had thousands of engineers and architects actually confirm that they're like that building.
So
was
I mean
taken.
that is one where it's like there's so much evidence against, but well, also
It's
nobody's ever gonna admit, yeah, no, it was fake. My conspiracy, I really want them to be able to just find Bigfoot.
Fuck yeah.
and just to be like, yes, he's real. Like, or
What would you do with him?
or just like what would you do with him? Just like I'm guessing they'd find him and then like I don't know, but like it's
Kill
one of
him
those
and
things where like
dissect it for
it's
science.
so long. Like you watch these TV shows, and
like, find
for some
Bigfoot.
reason there's a part of me that doesn't want it to be true at all, and I want them to find that it's not true. Like no, it was actually this because
Right.
these guys that have TV shows that all they talk about is finding him, and they go out in the forest with a film crew, and any little thing like a broken stick. This is the
This is a
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot
This is Sasquatch.
Well, they have to make money somehow, dude.
I get it, but like
That's all they're doing. It's a
I
joke.
compare the guys that
Such a letdown.
I compare the guys that go out with a film crew into the forest to find Bigfoot as the same
to
kind of
paranormal activity.
it's calm down. The same kind of people that believe professional wrestling is real.
No one actually believes that's real.
Come on now. I believe there's still some people that believe that.
Yeah.
Just like
Are you serious?
there's still some people that believe Bigfoot's real.
Or Santa Claus.
Or
Yeah, but they've come
Santa
out
Claus.
saying that wrestling is fake. Like it's all
I understand.
scripted.
Just don't go on a tangent on this one. Just
tangent. I'm just
stay
proving
with
you're
me here.
wrong,
Just
and
stay
you're
with.
mad now.
I'm just you're taking it some other place. Stay with me here.
Calm
Okay.
down, Witty.
I'm
Go
calm.
ahead, give me eyes here. I'm saying those are the same kind of people, like people that watch professional wrestling, like religiously, and they're really into it, are the same kind of people that probably believe Bigfoot is real and would go hunting for him. Would you agree?
Probably.
Okay.
I believe they're more related to the type of people that believe that floating pieces of dust are ghosts in front of their camera.
Those are orbs,
Those
bro.
are more relatable. I feel like.
I mean, sure, but I want them to find out one way or the other. I don't know if I want them to find out it's real, but honestly, they can't really unprove it without so I really want them to find a Bigfoot,
Okay.
just so they can it's here, it's this, it's a overgrown primate, or it's an overgrown bear, or whatever the hell it is.
It's a bear standing on its hind legs like they do all the time.
Well, whatever. But that's the one I would pick. What are you going with, Dan?
You know, ever since I think everybody has this. You kind of want to think, or you'd like to think that there's like life beyond just us, you know.
Oh,
Is
for
that
sure.
a conspiracy theory though?
No, it's kind of
dude,
is.
yeah.
It kind of is.
There's
I would
tons
put
of
that other
conspiracy theories.
because there's no way you can find out,
It's
right?
fucking aliens, bro.
But there's also
I want
would
to switch
love-
to that because
I
I
would-
want. Yeah.
I would fucking love
Oh, yeah.
to know if aliens are real. Like,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
All I'm gonna say is, I know like a bunch of religious people are like, well, God made us and that's it. It's like, you really think like the entire universe, how big it is, like
Right.
literally how big it is? There's no other.
There's no fucking way.
There's not even like. I'm not saying maybe intelligent life. I mean, there could be. I
don't know.
I seriously think there's intelligent life somewhere.
Yeah.
But even at, like, nope, there's no life anywhere else. It's like you're saying there's no like microorganisms on any other planet in any other galaxy, any other solar system.
Doubt it.
They
There's-
probably never
there's
watched.
no way.
They clearly never had an astronomy class.
No,
where
it's
they
just like-
started at the moon and zoomed out. You know where they like zoom out
Yeah,
from
no,
planet to
it's
stars.
absolutely crazy to think. Absolutely crazy to me to think that it, but also can't prove it. Can't prove it's there.
Yet.
But
Yeah.
but I think the odds are just so stacked in the favor of there is life
There is.
somewhere.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
I just hope, like, in my lifetime, that I get to,
Yeah.
know the answer to that.
Yeah, I'd go with that
and
too.
what if we're the most intelligent? Also, if we're the most intelligent life, when are we going to go to a planet and discover them, and they'll freak out because we're aliens coming to their like?
I don't think
would.
that we're the most intelligent.
I would
at
hope
all.
not. I would look with how big the universe is. There's got to be some organism more advanced than us.
Intelligent
There's got to
life
be.
probably came to this planet way back in the day. That's what all the pyramid groupings are all over. And then they got done
That's
with
what
it.
People say.
There's
That's another conspiracy
oh
theory
god,
right
we
there.
could have a whole
Yeah,
thing on
aliens,
like
the
We could do a whole
theories.
segment on
It's huge.
conspiracy
There's
theories.
a lot of theories on how the
Alex
Earth
Jones
is.
is
in
coming on our
a
podcast.
couple episodes, we might do a whole podcast just for like our favorite conspiracy theories to talk them through.
That'd be fun.
That wouldn't be bad. I think we should do that in a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down
For
sure.
Yeah.
That'll be controversial.
Did you do one?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
It was, would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind or never say anything again?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Say that again?
So would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind?
Okay.
So like you're out in public and you're like, titties,
Right.
titties, big titties. I want to fuck that. Oh my God. And then everybody's hearing that because you're talking, or you're not allowed to talk ever again.
I don't think can you still communicate, like write stuff? Can you still write?
It wasn't that deep of a question.
I think
so.
if you can still write and text and stuff, I would rather not speak again because
Yeah. Me too.
I'm a upstanding gentleman, but
My head has some fucked up stuff going through it.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say anything that comes to my mind. Because, that could be kind of funny.
it could be, but it could be a train wreck waiting.
What
to
if
happen.
you walked into
You go-
Waffle House and there was a rough crowd in there?
What are you trying to? What are you
well-
trying to say? Rough crowd, like
Well, Dan isn't the most politically correct individual.
This is true. I'm not.
And
I
if
just,
he-
I
he
just
just-
don't see that
and if
going
he
well.
just said anything that came to his head, I feel like
I
it
am
could be
pretty rowdy.
It could be a problem.
But, it's funny. Oh, well. If I get beat up, I get beat up.
What would you pick?
I'd be quiet because, I'm just not saying anything. Because, I'm texting. You can have, full blown text conversations. And you don't
Yeah.
have to say a word.
Right.
And it's back in the day, I remember not dating, but I remember fucking with this girl for a year and a half that I met on a cruise. We talked on the phone rarely, but we had a texting relationship. If you can get
I
to
thought you were
know
gonna say
someone that
something
deeply,
else. Like she was deaf or something. You
you can
fucking
still see. You
Helen
just get
Keller or-
nudes. Nah.
That's accurate. That's
Yeah.
accurate.
Anywho,
Okay, so my hypothetical question is pretty. We kind of already do this, but not really. Would you rather spend the rest of your life traveling and never be able to go home, or you live the rest of your life and never be able to leave your hometown?
dude, traveling, hands down. I'm gonna travel this planet until I've touched every patch of grass.
You can never. You can never come home to your life to.
That's fine,
You can never
dude.
come home to Lincoln.
Oh my God, yes. Did I just win the lottery? That sounds
I'm gonna agree, but
incredible.
I'm trying to think of the bad parts of this. It would be
Are you by yourself?
Bro, you
yes.
could. Does it say that? Because I didn't read it. I think that you could bring your family along on some of those
This is
trips.
my hypothetical, so I'm gonna lay the ground rules for this one.
Okay, lay them now before we start talking, because you're just gonna keep adding them and ruining it.
No, let's get so you leave, and
Can you bring one person with you?
you're by yourself. If you meet anybody on the road, that's one thing you take them with you, but you're on your own.
But you can take people with you once you've left.
yes,
Okay.
because you're already left. You already left. And then you
Perfect.
could-
Well, all my friends that I'd want to take don't live here anyways.
Like right now, you have to leave and not tell anybody, and you can never come back.
Oh,
But you-
tight.
But you can travel wherever you want around the world.
Oh, tight. I know who I'm picking up.
Fuck, that's hard for me.
Yeah, he's got
You got a fuck trophy.
I got a girlfriend and a
he's
kid.
got a girlfriend and a
Daughter.
kid. So
That's tough.
I'm peacing out, heading to Dallas, flying out, starting off in Morocco.
That's the first place you'd go.
Morocco.
It's colorful.
I never said you were rich.
Morocco. Do you know have to be rich to go to Morocco?
I mean,
How
Morocco
you
is
gonna
the
get there?
second richest, second most.
Dude, my
second
buddy
richest country
just
per
went over
capita
to
in the world.
Morocco and chilled and walked around. And
I'm saying you want to live there, you gotta have money.
you don't have to stay there. You have to keep traveling.
Yeah, you could travel. I thought you
I'd
meant
go there for a week or two,
Okay.
and then I'm going to the next place. I'm not
That would
stopping,
be,
dude.
That would be you'd be the most experienced traveler in the world because
for
you
sure.
never get to do anything else but travel.
Dude, that would be
Would it
absolutely
kind of suck
phenomenal.
to never be able to have your own house to
No.
settle down in? I
No.
think that would suck.
Yeah.
Fuck
You
that.
always have to travel. You can never stop at one place for too long.
If you have the right person with you, once you've left your place and you're traveling around, dude, you could just.
Dude, I
oh
would
my God, I'm getting so excited just thinking.
I'd
about
want to
this.
relax at some point and have something of
Right.
my own.
Yeah, you
I
go
would
to
love
Bali
to- I
and
would-
hang out in your hammock over the ocean, relax for a week if you want.
That's you're not wrong. I'm just thinking of the comforts of home would be non-existent
Don't
anymore.
have those anymore.
You just don't. What's the point in having a car if you can't take it everywhere? Or I guess you could, but you're gonna beat the shit out of that thing. You're not gonna be able to traveling. You take everything with you everywhere you go. You can't just have a house full of shit.
I'd have my backpack with my cameras. I'd travel all over the world and I'd make a book about it. That's a dream.
I also
if I won the lottery, I'd do it.
would not want to. I also would not want to be stuck in Papillion my entire life.
Jesus.
So I could see the pluses and minuses of both, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just got a text from my friend saying, I'm 2 minutes into your first podcast. Tell Fred I'm socks, slip shoes on too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I actually had a lot of people text me and answer it. I was like, why are you telling me about your shoes and socks, man? And they're like, it was the question. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I had at least 3 people text me and just like randomly, just out of nowhere. It didn't say hi. It just said, it said sock, shoe, tie. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? But anyway, so was that all our hypotheticals for the week? Okay, guys, that's going to be the end of our podcast for this week. Anyway, this is going to be kind of a theme you might notice if you watch the first one. This is a different area than our first one. We're going to switch it up on you. We're going to change things around. We're trying to make this as mobile as possible. So we're going to try to do them as many different places as we can just to make it interesting. I mean, we'll tell you where we're at. And maybe not if we don't want you to know where we're at. But yeah, we'll try to change the scenery around. That way you're not just looking at our ugly mugs in the same room all day.
You're not ugly.
We will probably reuse spots, so this won't be the last time we probably use this area. But like I said, we're going to travel, so get used to that. Also, like, subscribe.
Comment down below.
Please comment. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know.
Hit that bell. That way you get notifications and know when we're posting new videos.
Yeah, subscribe and hit the bell next to it. That way, every time we drop a new video, we're gonna do that. So, also, if you have a hypothetical question for us, that we could put into the we could put in the last segment of the video.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments below, and we will answer it. If we think it's a good hypothetical, we'll go ahead and answer it for the next episode. So,
keep it R, no XXX.
Yeah, we're trying to keep this R-rated, not XXX rated. So, if you guys could please do that, that'd be great. We will see you guys in the next podcast. This has been another Unpopularity Contest. So,
Witty out.
See you guys.